Tonight on the Daily Dose, Jack talks to Ben about working in the industry.
And we look at some of your famous movie scenes recreated by you, the audience.
Hello and welcome back to the Daily Dose.
We've got an absolutely fantastic show for you today, but first let's check in with last week's emails.
Last week, in the lead up to the 2019 Boners or Best of Name Awards, we asked you who is the best Steven? Steven Tyler, Steve Backshaw or Steven Spielberg?
And we've had tons and tons of emails in, and here's just 3 we picked at random.
So here we've got Sarah in Doncaster who says, Steve Backshaw hosted Deadly 60. What more do you need? He's an absolute national treasure.
Well, Craig in Kettering, he says, I was crying when I met him, now I'm dying to forget Steven Tyler. I mean, the dude looks like a lady. Well, Craig, there's nothing wrong with that.
Rude, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And here we've got Lindsay in Peterborough. She says, Steve Backshaw all the way. Got a lot of Steve Backshaw fans. Tyler sounds like an ill cat. And Spielberg doesn't even make it onto my Schindler's List.
No.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's, well, it's always nice to get the perspective of the actual public, straight from the public. I've always found that's where you get a real feel for an audience.
Anyway, we sent out a tweet asking some of you guys to recreate and film your own versions of your favourite movie scenes and send them in to us so we can have a look at them on today's show.
Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What shall we do?
Finally, all complete.
Some great submissions
Definitely,
there. A lot of
yeah.
amazing dancing. I always thought I was watching Strictly Come Dancing
Definitely a
rather
lot
than the
of
Daily
effort
Dose.
as well. Yeah, definitely.
100%.
It's spot on.
So in other media news, ASMR has gone mainstream.
ASMR, for those of you who didn't already know, started on YouTube as a niche genre of video where people would talk into or make sounds into surround sound microphones to create a static-like tingling sensation on the skin.
And you may be asking, how has this phenomenon hit the mainstream?
Well, it was thrusted into the limelight thanks to the hype for Billie Eilish's new album, of which the genre has now been described as almost horror ASMR.
I think this is really interesting as it shows that almost anything can become mainstream these days with the power of the internet.
And now it's time for our interview with Ben, who's an audio engineer, and he'll tell us a little bit more about what it's like in the industry.
Hi, I'm Ben and I work in the media industries as an audio engineer. An audio engineer is someone who helps to make music and produce music for different media such as video games, movies, TV, to really improve the tone of the whole piece really. So when I was younger, about 11 years old, I started playing drums, and from then on I fell in love with the music world, started using a lot of different programs on the computers to just sort of make my own music and produce my own, as well as working with local bands and things to help produce smaller pieces of music. So nothing major quite yet, but I'm hoping to in the future have an internship with the BBC, so I've applied for one of those to work on a few projects to do with audio. Yeah, no, working in the media industry is the most fun job in the world because it really does give me the freedom to do what I want to do. The best bit for me about working in the media is all the incredible people you meet. For example, all these small bands that I've been working with, really interesting people, and no one person is the same. They've all got different stories, different backgrounds, and you do get to know a lot of different nice people, really. Well, really, the most important thing is the quality and the pitch, having an ear for that, you know, because if people are paying you to produce audio, you really do need to deliver the best quality you can, because at the end of the day, this is your job. You have a reputation on the line. So you also need an understanding of acoustics and electronics. That's really important, because that's kind of the basics to all the sound. If you don't have that, there's no way you can really branch out into the other more technical side of things. Whereas if you have a sound understanding of that, you can actually make some of the more technical things better, just through the simple ways of doing things. So the biggest bit of advice I could give to anyone looking at working in the media would be to sort of take any opportunity they can at the beginning, even if you may not be a big fan of the project you're working on in particular. It's experience and it's knowledge, and the most important thing from that is that you'll get a reputation as well. So not only will you be better at what you do next time, but people will be looking to hire you for other projects because you'll have done a good job on that first one. So yeah, it basically just helps you in the long run, really.
Excellent interview
Really
there.
interesting,
Who knew so much went into making sound? It's not just ear holes.
No idea. I'm afraid that's all we've got time for now.
And remember, always drop us tweets or emails. Have a good day. Bye.
That was dog shit. Have a good day.